All right, fine. I'll be a gracious host. How you doing?
Little Mermaid is the scariest Disney movie by far, though.
Why the hell is Ace Blade in your Kickstarter?
Some comics. I'm getting controversial today. We're gonna get controversial today with.
My proudest moment is this interview and being able to talk to you two.
They do not know what Sacktown brings. When on the low, that's a Sacktown thing. Talking about us, it's a bounce out thing. Must they forgot we some Sacramento Kings. Whole squad going crazy, yeah, we back with it. Northern Cali going crazy, one sack winning. If you doubted us, then ain't no backspinning. This is real right here, ain't no catfishing. So tell me what you see now. Coming down the lane off the rebound. It's 9:16 now. Look towards the sky like the beam now. Tell them like the beam, like the beam now. You can tell them like the beam now. Tell them like the beam now. You can tell them like the beam now. Tell them like the beam, like the beam now. You can tell them like the beam now. Tell them like the beam now. If you reppin' that Kings like the beam now.
Light the beam!
Oh,
I'm happy for y'all, bro.
I had to play that. That's my team right now. I'm excited.
I'm happy for y'all, man. The Sacramento Kings making the playoffs.
Yes,
for
sir.
the first time in 16 years.
Yes, sir.
I
only had one kid back then. When
16 years ago. Me too. Me too. I had one child.
See, that's the problem. We had kids. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to do our intro. Supposed to do our regular intro. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Taurus Comics in collaboration with Fourth Wall Productions respectfully brings to you the 67th episode of Four Tales Podcast. I'm your host, Kyron Silva from Taurus Comics. Across this way is a lilac producer of Ace Blade, Dan J. Quick, and together we are your two award-winning Blur comic creators here to help you find your next favorite comic. We are live on Ages of Geekdom Network via Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you're listening or watching us live, thank you for your support. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review this podcast because all your positive reviews and interactions help us reach a bigger audience. And if you want to maybe support Danny and I, please go to fourtalespodcast.com, buy some merchandise, buy us a coffee, help us out. All right, so let's talk about Sacramento Kings for like the next hour.
Absolutely. Let's
right.
do it.
All right.
I'm down with it. The Lakers are above 500 for the first time this year.
No one cares about the Lakers. Good morning, Brad.
Hey,
by the way,
we can celebrate the Kings, but not the Lakers.
Nope.
That doesn't sound fair.
Nope.
That doesn't sound fair at all.
We are not talking about the Lakers in this podcast.
Terrible. Just bring on our guests then. I don't want to talk about the Kings no more. I don't even want to do it.
Okay, no. You want to introduce him then?
We gotta have some reciprocity in this thing, bro.
Okay, you want to introduce the man then?
We need to talk about all purple. All purple teams matter. Purple, is that how it goes? No.
Kings have purple.
Kings got purple, yeah, and so do the Lakers. So
no, whatever. All right, on today's show, we have the creator, writer, artist of the amazing Afro Avenger series. What the hell is he? So we had no guests today, apparently. Well, man, tripping over there.
Terrible.
Straight tripping.
Terrible. Crazy. So this week, me and Kyron will be talking about.
Hey, so what comics did you read this week?
Bring the man on. Come on now.
No. We have Kevin Chapman on the. See, can't see it because you got too much light going on.
That's right.
That beam is too bright, is what they say.
The beam is too bright.
Okay, there you go. Wait, hold on. Let me. All right, we'll do that.
Put him on
lift that up so everybody can see that. There we go.
Disrespect. Go. So if he talks That's about, cool. There we go. We ain't doing that. We ain't not doing that. All right, skip
Skipita says everyone knows that comic creators are too busy making comics to read them. What?
That's almost true. I actually had an epiphany this morning before we get to Kevin, and I want to get y'all's perspective on that.
Okay, go ahead.
This morning about indie comic books, right? I had been having a hard time in my brain about getting people to actually read the comic books, right? To read our comic book, because we know the number of people that see our comics is low, the people that buy our comics is lower, and then the people that actually read them is even lower, right?
Mhm.
So I was having like a issue in my brain, like how do I get people to actually read these stories? And I realized I don't care. I don't need to care about getting people to read them
As long as they buy them.
as long as they buy them. Because I got 2 boxes of comics right here that I bought from mainstream people that I haven't even read yet. Like I will get to them. I want to read them. But I bought them, and that's really what matters, you know. Eventually, when I do read them, of course, I can get online and talk about them. It would be great if I read them as soon as I bought them, but it's just not possible.
So if you want to get people to read your books, what you could do is make it a contest. Put like an Easter egg or something in there that gets people to read it and say, hey, if you actually read my comics, answer this question, you'll get a prize. You know, first person to answer correctly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Absolutely.
I did that a couple times.
Nobody answered your question?
Yeah, they answered the question, Kyron. You know what? It's Saturday morning, boy. You want to do this early? Come on,
I'm on one right now. All right,
Come on with it. Come on with it, Bean boy.
Welcome to the show, Kevin. Kevin, have you been on? You've been on this show before, right?
I know you've been show before.
I know you've been on the other show that I'm on. But yeah, I thought you had been on this show because I've
been on this show. Y'all ain't invited me back to Top 5 Live. I don't know what it was. I thought we had great chemistry.
You got to talk to Javon and Morgan about that. I keep telling them to have you on. I don't know what their problem is, but you got to.
I think it's racism. It's all racism.
See, Morgan don't want me to make fun of him having his podcast in the church basement. That's what it is. I see what's going on.
He definitely does.
Okay.
But how you been doing, brother?
Living, man. Can't complain, man. Life has been going well.
Okay. Good. All right. So for anybody who missed you the first time on our show, tell them who you are. Tell them about your projects, your multiple projects, and and stop and stop dissing my Lakers.
Well, first of all,
snap! You would
good morning, everybody. I am your third black host with the glasses, Kevin Chapman, creator, artist, and writer of the blaxploitation superhero comic book known as the Afro Avenger. Basically about a young man who sees his neighborhood in decay and he decided to want to do something about it. Chapman on the Quiet Storm. You got that right, Kenji.
You're right. Taking it back to the 90s.
Wait, I need to go back on. Skip Todd said he found the Easter egg in Shaman's Destiny. All right, I'm gonna give you a Ace Blade comic for that if you actually found it. Then
the De'Aaron Fox Easter egg.
Yeah, somehow he got a De'Aaron Fox Easter egg even before Fox is on the team. But hey,
he just want a free Taurus comic. That's all. Skip Todd.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna give him a Taurus comic. So I'm gonna give him an Ace Blade. I can't afford that.
Yeah, I got what's it called? I got the cream season and the villain season.
I'm still waiting on my Ace Blade 6. It hasn't come in the mail. So
let me say this.
We're working on it.
Let me say this. Danny J. Quick is probably one of the most hardest working men I've met next to me in comics, right?
Ooh. Victor Dandridge out here talking about what?
I'm trying to take that Victor Dandridge title.
Listen, when I gotta explain like Ace Blade to people, right? It's like, yeah, he got like, a set of things, he got the drink called Villain Season. And then next I say, yeah, he got Cream Season too. They go, Cream.
There's a very, you know what? I didn't think about it before I started writing it, but
you thought about it. That's the problem. You're
no. I thought about it too much because there's a very small set of people who know what I mean by cream. And I should have just spelled it out for people because the overlap. The
problem is you put cream and then that image of him with his,
legs his leg up with cream. He just be sitting there with his sword talking about
brother, man.
Y'all were right. Y'all were right about that one. But yeah.
Well, yo, Ace Blade, this ain't that type of party. Just beat my ass and take me to jail, player.
Thank you.
Hey, before I take you to jail,
Take you to jail. Hey, man,
You know this is cream season, right?
you know this is cream season. If you out here committing crimes during cream season, you deserve what you get. You deserve what you get.
You a boy. Ace Blade on a new one.
Hey, gotta do it. It's Brandon.
All right. So, what do we talk about today, Ken?
Man, I got a date.
Okay.
I got a date. April 22nd. He's
That's
here.
my birthday.
April 22nd.
That's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Kyron. But this is my moment.
Oh.
I say I love this new mic now because I can just, show how aggressive I could get.
Emphasis on the 22nd.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got a little soundboard behind that old professional. So what? I'm gonna get my soundboard next. April 22nd, Afro Avenger issue 11 is finally here. He returns. The street legend is back.
Okay.
Out here.
That's why I'm trying to get on top 5. I'm trying to get on all platforms. Okay.
All right. You already got? Do you got the link for us to pre-order already, or you dropping it on the 22nd?
I'm dropping it on the 22nd. I'm about to say, Kenji, come on, how you gonna spam the chat and mess up the date? There you go.
He got it. Don't worry about it. He left out of 2. He just left out.
Yeah, I'm dropping it.
We're just gonna drop it back and forth like this, so everybody knows.
Listen, so I'm dropping it midnight to basically the 22nd. That's a Saturday. I'm doing a show that day too. So please help a brother out. I gotta, eat.
All right. So what is issue 11 about?
Issue 11 is a continuing story of Applejack's reign and terror that he's causing Afro Avenger right now. And basically, Afro has to make a very, very, very tough decision. It's one of the decisions that's going to help change who Afro Avenger is for the continuing series.
Okay.
All right. We're not going to talk about what the decision is. Nothing.
Man, it's
I'm not giving you nothing. See, I got to get caught up. Honestly, I think I'm like 6 issues in on Afro Avenger.
You too.
I got to get caught up, and I think I'm going to make it my goal to get caught up before the 22nd. As a matter of fact, I'm starting my comic book reviews, so I might drop the review for Afro Avenger.
Please, dude. I will send you the rest of the copies that you need. Okay,
nah, bro. I'm gonna buy it. I'll just
You got to pay his artist first.
You don't do digital. I paid my artists are paid now, sir. Stop it. My artists are paid. All of them. All of them are paid right now.
Oh,
Kyron calling Daddy the Jerry Heller of comics right now.
I was late. I'll be honest. I was late on that last.
Skipping time. Afro Avenger got to decide on a Jerry curl or a shag. Just keep the Afro brother. Oh, that's what we doing. Pull this dude picture up. Who is this?
He was like, let me see, texturizer or live texturizer.
Oh, this is what we doing.
He said Afro Avenger got to decide whether to perm his hair or relax it. So let me see.
That's cold.
I love it.
That's cold blooded.
We can't see that. All right.
Terrible.
I'll show you his picture later. Danny was good about paying. Didn't even ask him.
Hey, sometimes. Hey,
you just give money away. Throw more back here this way.
If I have the money, I'm gonna pay people for sure. I'm definitely gonna pay. But sometimes brother be struggling sometimes. So
Danny got money, man. He doing different shows. He got a store now, a mystery machine. He got an escape room.
Mystery machine. What?
What we doing now?
Telling you. That's why I said, like, if you need some fresh ideas, just watch Danny on a regular. Like, because I'm telling you, he gonna come with it different. Because I'm telling you, like, he'd be outside holding an axe, talking about, oh, you want Ace's blade? How about a lumberjack? Like what? Go ahead, brother.
Y'all wait until you see the promo videos for this new comic book. I promise you. Y'all gonna hate me.
Basically, gonna be on a stripper pole. Is that what the promo is?
No, but you remember your cowboy Ace Blade.
Oh Jesus!
Nah. So you about to have a village people Ace Blades?
Y'all see?
Hey, Fish Lee did a dope a dope Village People image.
Yeah,
All right.
he did. He actually did. It was dope.
My
Oh,
hair.
Look, officially in the chat said put him on the play roll. So
Put me on that purple payroll. Absolutely. Come on now, Fish. You know we definitely
yeah, Skip and Tosh said my hair decision have been taken away from me. He's bald and beautiful. Him and Danny, they got the same hairstyle.
And see, Danny accepted it, boy. I don't know. I might be one of those black people that ain't gonna get the hint when that started happening to me.
Hey,
Mm.
I don't know.
it happened early.
They're gonna see me like Chavo Guerrero, boy. I'm gonna be on that that Bosley commercial quick.
Don't do that LeBron James.
Don't do. Yeah, I was gonna say don't do LeBron.
I ain't gonna spray it on like LeBron. I'm gonna be like Chavo.
LeBron got two different hair textures. If you realize, like this part of his
That's
head
great.
is one texture, and the rest of it in the back is a whole different texture. Like it's really ridiculous.
Yeah, he got him a Pontiac Fiero with a drop top on it. That's all he
Pretty
got.
much.
Hey, for real.
Pretty much.
Oh,
So
man.
This show's already off.
back to the comics. I knew we was gonna be talking about everything on it. But let me get y'all's take on what I said earlier about buying comics versus reading comics. Do you think it's for indies? Do you think it's more important for people to read comics? Because I used to give comics away for free just to try to get people to read them.
I think for independent people, of course, the dream is somebody to become an all out fan. That's the dream, right?
Sure.
To want to come back and purchase a book again. But you also want them to read the story. But you find yourself when you know you're not a major 2 or even the optional third of Image, or just you don't have a big budget. You know that being an independent artist, you're gonna be putting out more than you bringing in.
Yeah.
Unless you strike lightning, it's just that simple. So
or you get controversial like some other black creators out there that stand in things.
True. So it's like the purchase is definitely going to be more important than the read. But however, I think when somebody comes up like, man, yeah, I can't tell you how many times where I finally read your stuff, man. It was actually pretty good. Like thank you. I already got gas now. Like I appreciate it, brother. Like I appreciate it though. So yeah, definitely. I think the purchase does become more important than the read. Even though I would love people to read my books though. I mean, I didn't work that hard for you just to buy it. I mean, I did, but I want you to read it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, now Kenji has a comment here. It says, I think indies need to raise the quality of the books to make them more collectible than just read worthy. And he's right about some indie books, but there are a lot of indie books out there that their quality is as good as the big 2, if not better on some of the big 2's books. So
there's there are some really, really, really talented indies out there, some great storytellers and some really, really good artists, man. And I think yes, I know for me, I collect the indie books that I buy. I get a lot of books on Kickstarter, and I read them. I read them just so I can talk about them, so I can kind of start those conversations with the creators.
Right.
But I want to keep these books too. Like I got them locked away right beside my Static Shock and my Static and Hardware and Icon books and all kinds of stuff. So yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, if I bought your book on paper, so if it's a floppy, I've read your book. If I bought your book digitally, there's a 50% chance I have not read your book. I'm just saying.
Less for me, about 10% chance. If I got a digital copy, I probably have not read it. But that's why I make sure that like if I pledge to Kickstarters, I get the physicals because there's more likely a chance that I read, even though the price is a little higher. Definitely gonna read it eventually.
There are a lot of creators out there that will just support. Like I know a creator who buys almost every indie book he can, particularly black indie characters, because he wants to support it. Like he even go out and buy the retailer option. He'll go out and get like a sketch card of his character and not even care about it. So he's just there to support. So we appreciate those kind of people too.
Terrible. Kyra, you terrible, bro. When you said the sketch card thing, I knew exactly who you're talking about. But that's okay. We appreciate that.
Listen, man, like it's just like, man, when I usually buy, I'm buying it and obviously support. And obviously I'm gonna read it because like I think us three and mostly people who do what we do, we all kind of fall in the same field. Like if I buy Ace Blade, right? obviously I'm gonna read it because eventually I'm gonna have a conversation with Danny if he asks me what I think about it because we all talk to each other.
Yeah.
So it's like when I support, it's like, and especially if I buy a physical, I'm definitely gonna give it a read. So like, cause you're not about to catch me on play. So yeah, what you think about page 26?
It was good.
Yeah.
Man, page 26 was good. I
It
agree.
was good. It was good. Like, yeah. So yeah, I like to support and
Sometimes we do that for our guests on the show.
ain't that something, boy? Yeah, boy, I be damn. This was gonna be like this for the next hour, huh?
No, we only got like 20 minutes left.
All right, well, let me get to my hot take and my top 5 or whatever Danny about to put on this list of questions, man. Because you ain't about to be treating me like this.
Well, we talk about your book.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about.
We can always talk about any stuff. It's supposed to be about you and your book.
We got Afro Avenger. I want to know about these other titles. I was on your website and your Instagram. I was like, yo, he's got a lot of different characters in this universe that I don't even know about. Like, tell us about some of your other stuff. I know Afro Avenger is your money maker and the main guy, but tell us about some of these other characters.
Well, I got characters like Unique, who could beat people like Zob, and Javon Stokes is strong, and she's the most powerful character in the K-World Comics universe.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Well, we ain't gonna do that today.
People don't realize you got to make jokes at me.
I'm petty. I'm petty as hell.
On this show, you got to throw your shots at me because Kyron will kick you off the show.
Straight up.
Kyron has all the power on this show. He will kick you off.
I have no problem doing it in a heartbeat, dude. In a heartbeat.
Mid-sentence.
I have no problem.
He will kick you out of the show.
Yes, Kenji, this is what we do. This is my show. This is my show.
Back home. Come on now. You can let him take shots at Saw.
Like I was saying, Unique is the strongest superhero in my universe, and she beats people whose names start with X.
I'll put it like Stan Lee says: your character is the strongest whoever's writing it.
That's true. Unless you Rob Liefeld, then everybody is just strong as Superman.
No, as long as they got pouches.
As long as they got pouches. But yeah, Unique. And then you got the Emerald Blade, which is about this slave named Zep. And essentially, here's a slave that gets one of the most powerful armors in the world and then gets transported to the 21st century. So imagine, what I'm saying, just the sacrifices with that. Then, of course, I got my character Kane. And, the concept with Kane is what if the world's first murderer was the world's only hope? So there's definitely plenty of characters that I have yet to dive into, but 2023, it's based
on that's a good one, man.
Yeah, so like Kane is just one of those projects I've been kind of like tucking away, just type because I do know I want to make that a nice story. And then I have many characters like United is my group of characters that come together like the Avengers / Justice League. So I'm looking forward to the rest of 2023 because that's going to be my focus, especially Unique. That's going to be the first new book that come out this year. That's not Afro Avenger. Kane and a bull. I like
Abel.
it. Abel. Yo, Skipping Tosh is making real good jokes this morning.
I'm more looking at the comment before that.
Right, white characters. Can y'all do a Donahue episode and bring me on?
Only because I know the man's in real life, and I'm just like, really.
Hey, I'm down. So why do you hate black people?
I'm like, my Rob, I need some new AA shirts. They go to www.afroavenger.com, Brad. I got some new stuff on there for you. I've been promoting for the last 4 months, Brad.
Ooh.
Brad, you know what, Brad? Today I'm gonna create a code and I'm gonna send it to you, Brad, because you're one of the greatest people I know. You got like 400 indie comics in your closet right now, and you're not even doing a video about it.
We asked him to do a video of his indie comic book collection. We're gonna have to get on Brad about that because I feel like he's got it either in like a Bruce Wayne Batcave situation. You know how Batman had every He got the big coin down there. He got the Joker.
You got the big one.
He got like the Two-Face coin. He got the collection of everybody he's ever beat.
Yeah.
He's either got it like that, or they're just all over the place. Like there's just a room that's just got comics on the table, on the floor. There's a cat sitting on a bunch of them.
How do you know he got a cat?
I don't know. I just it's either one or the other. So I just need clarification.
There should be a show like Chris, but for black comic collections. Kenji, listen, you put it in the chat now. If MTV see this, don't say nothing.
MTV only does reality shows. They're not going to even do that anymore.
Nah, they do ridiculousness. They just press play and then walk out the studio.
Exactly. This is the same episode for the last 5 hours. It still plays.
It's so ridiculous. They don't nobody know.
How you gonna make a show for like 10 plus years of basically just YouTube videos? That is ridiculous.
Rob Deerdeck,
he's not even a good host. He's just, hey, let's watch this video now.
Hey, listen, and once they syndication, they technically can stop now because they're gonna get paid for the rest of their days.
Seriously.
Well, there's like 8,000 episodes. But yeah, man, check out my new stuff coming, man. Please follow me. Afro Avenger. The color red is powerful, unlike purple. And
I knew he was gonna say that.
Purple
white and yellow and blue.
Can't make purple without red.
What's his guy down here? Starcore? That's his name.
We're just gonna do this right now. Is that what we're doing?
I'm legit asking. His name is Starcore.
His name is Starcore. Yes.
He looks very interesting.
Thank you.
Starcore's dope.
He's a great show. He's a great book.
That's one that I actually read as soon as I got it.
I'm pretty sure Emerald Blade can be Starcore too. Just throwing that out there. Thank you, Kenji. Afro Avenger back on the streets. Kenji, I need you to purchase some Afro Avenger books then, since he back on the streets, Kenji.
Kenji, your hype man.
Right.
He a Flavor Flav right now. He gonna walk around with a giant afro on his.
Kenji gonna put in the chat that he got Afro Avenger issue 2 that I had put out in 2016.
So when you gonna start letting somebody else either draw or write for you?
You know what? I was literally thinking about that. I'm actually just one artist and writers for mine. I think I'm gonna do Afro Avenger like Eric Larson do Savage Dragon, but I want everybody else to work on my other books that I got coming, because obviously I'm a one-man army right now. But Afro Avenger is my baby. That's gonna stick with me to the chest. Everybody else, y'all can write and draw them characters you want to. Hey, just let me know. Danny, Kyron,
you got money. I'll draw for you.
That's okay. First of all,
no. First of all, it's straight up. You got money. I will draw for you.
I'm like Javon. Like, I want you to work for me. I just can't pay you.
Can you pay my bills? You don't have to pay me directly. Just pay my bills.
Just give me one. Just give me one phone bill, and I think I could take care of you.
There we go.
Yeah,
you got 9 people.
I got 5 on mine. You don't want. That's the bill that you don't want. Believe me.
As I said, just pick somebody who on the internet the most, and I'll pay that one.
Hey, that's my mom. Straight up, my mom uses the most data on her phone out of everybody. I'm like, why? You got Wi-Fi at home? She's like, yeah, Kevin, but I like it.
Kevin, I got a question for you from one of my TikTok followers.
What's up?
Blonde Uwu says, what advice do you have for someone just getting started with comic promoting?
Oh, comic promoting. That's a Danny quick question, but since you're asking me, just do it, man. Find the avenue that's kind of like promotion is almost like finding the wave for a surfer. You got to find the right one, and hate to say it, you kind of got to jump on it. Whether you mix it, do it your own way. Look at that boy throwing that fist. That's gonna be on new shirts for the kids this summer, Joe. Look out for that. But yeah, it's just finding what's hot right now. Like, I'm not saying everybody not comfortable getting in front of the camera and doing certain things and stuff like that. But like, just as much as putting money on a promotion for a business page, hit send is probably the first step you could take. That's easiest for people that shy like me. That's why I can't do TikTok.
Like, you shy?
I'm shy, bro.
Since when?
I am shy, bro. Don't let this camera persona fool you. Now I am shy, yo. I am so shy.
I'm the same way though. I tell people like I can do it for the camera, but if you put me in a group of people, you probably wouldn't even know I was there, bro.
Listen, I'm the type of person. If I had to do a panel, if the panel started at 3:00, all the way up until 2:59, you thought I was about to have a heart attack. but as soon as 3:00 hit, it's go time. Gotta go. Like
get a couple drinks in you. You good?
Nah, you don't want that, Kevin, because I'll be coming out there. Let me tell you about Black Panther first.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
I know they covered this man's face because he was black. Like, man, just start.
They didn't want people to know that the Black Panther was black.
They was ashamed of Africa in the 60s.
Terrible. Hey, facts though. Actual factuals.
Listen, for real. I'm that guy. But nah, I'm just shy. Like that's why I see like when Danny do it, I'm like, yo, Danny just be having all the ideas in the world because it couldn't be me. I'm too shy to turn on that camera and do that. Alrighty, brothers. Y'all have a good rest of the stream. See you good. Kyron, come do an interview. And comics are dope soon. Oh, he doing.
I love it. Kevin just does my job too. He just reads the comments. I'm like, all right, cool.
I like reading. I told you
on maybe that's a different channel. There's a channel on YouTube. Comics are dope. That I follow. Is that him?
Yeah, that's him. You remember on Twitter, you were talking to that guy about his shirt, and I was like, "That's him."
Okay,
awesome. He's from Sacramento.
Since we plugging whatchamacallit, yeah, come. I'm gonna have y'all on my new show called Chat with Chap. You know what I'm saying? The podcast where the black comics become black comics, where we just keep it comic related. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he's trolling, but at the same time, he's honest. Like he about to really do this. Like next week, we're going to see this.
We'll see it. Chat with Chat.
That's why he bought the mic. He got this fully set up. He's like, I'm gonna do this.
He got the headset. He got the headphones and the microphone. You know he about to do something. He about to do something.
Listen, just be prepared, okay? It's gonna be Chat with Chat.
Either that or he about to drop the next Afro Avenger mixtape.
It's gonna be a podcast. Hey, listen, I'm telling y'all if you turn your comic books into a podcast, people will check them out, bro. We're at 3,000 listens now on the Super Force podcast. So listen, bro. Do it, bro.
We're almost at
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Look at that. Order 4 items. Thank you, Michael. Whoever that is. www.afroavenger.com. Go ahead and get your Afro Avenger comic books.
Appreciate Michael. That's one thing consistently about this show is we do get people purchases. Somehow, some way, people come on this show. And somebody gonna jump on and buy your stuff.
Y'all want to know how Danny bought my books. Y'all want to hear that story? I was on this show for the first time. Oh yeah, Danny.
I did. You're right.
Danny had me on. He said, "Kev, we can't wait to have you on, man. Talk about Afro Avenger."
That is on this show.
Yes, that man sat back in his seat. Said, "Oh, I ain't even got this. I guess I'll buy it. I guess I'll buy it, nigga. I'm your guest on the show."
Hey,
you know what? Danny supports. That's all it is. Danny support.
You know what? And I appreciate it. I guess I'll buy it. You invited me on the show.
I don't think I said that.
We didn't go to the tape on that.
I don't think I said that. You're gonna have to go back in the archives and find it because I don't think I said that.
Because he was looking dead at the computer, like Kyron talking to me. He looking dead at the computer screen, just off camera, just being all unprofessional. Oh, I guess I'll buy it. Oh, yes.
Hey, a purchase is a purchase. We just talked about this.
You right, man.
I guess I'll buy it. Hey,
and we appreciate every purchase, right?
That way, you can keep making comics. That's the only way that you can keep making comics is if you sell comics that you have.
You right. You absolutely right. But then you just remember this next time you at a table or convention, somebody walk up and be like, a nigga that's a ninja. I guess I'll buy it.
I'm gonna take that $10. I'm gonna take it and put it right in my pocket. Hey, appreciate you want me to sign it for you? You want me to sign it for you too? You want me to sign it? I guess I'll take your signature. Cool. There you go. Appreciate you.
I guess I'll take it.
I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I love it.
That's what's up.
All right.
Is this the time?
You know what it's time for. Let's get these quick takes in.
Time is 10:35. Yeah. I know what this. Oh, y'all want my hot take?
Sure. What's your hot take?
Y'all want my hot take?
We
Yeah.
got a question
grab
for you. You're
Afro
gonna have to
Avenger
give a
weapon
hot
for-
take right now. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, cool. Y'all see how
There we
sexy
go.
I look in that
Quick
picture, boy? I sent Kyron a good picture, but why am I
Thank
down
you. I
here by
appreciate it too.
Man, you know, Danny up here looking all confused. I was looking sexy as hell in them sunglasses.
That's how it be. That's how Kyron tried to make me look as bad as possible on the
Yeah,
show.
You
But
you don't give me any good pictures to set. So I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Michael, man, hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you grabbing
Appreciate
that.
it.
Afro 1 through 4.
Appreciate you, Michael. I'm gonna send those out as soon as possible, brother. I appreciate it. You just bought me some Chipotle's today. Thank you.
I'm trying to get Michael on the payroll, man. This dude loves comic books. Michael, I need to talk to you about that D&D thing. Me and my daughter want to play. So send me a message. All right,
Michael,
so
if you want to go to touristcomics.com, you can get some of my books. Just saying. And you want to go to fourthwallpros.com, you can get some of
he already got all mine.
All right, so just go to touristcomics.com.
Let me tell you something right now. This is the most unprofessional chat that happened. I'm the guest. They up here promoting their own stuff.
This is every episode. What are you
Not us. That's Kyron. Kyron is promoting his stuff. I would
This
never
is every episode, damn it. What are you
until
talking
the last 30 seconds of the show. All right. Kevin Chapman.
What up?
You've done quick takes before, so you know how this goes.
I think so.
You have 45 seconds to
45.
answer these 5 questions off the top of your head. I had to scour your social media for some new questions because I didn't want to ask you the same thing I asked you last time.
Yes,
So,
yes.
we're gonna get some controversial questions, but we're gonna find some details about you that some people may not have known. So, question number 1: Meteor Man versus the Afro Avenger. Who wins and why?
Afro Avenger, because he's gonna find out that nigga got to fall asleep to recharge and he'll just beat him up when he sleeps.
Bro, you can't put Afro Avenger up against Meteor Man like that. That's the Meteor Man is the classic.
Yeah, he is the classic, but the moment Meteor Man used too much of his power and he gotta go to sleep, Afro Avenger just stab his neck in his sleep. Next, got 26 seconds. Come on now.
You gotta make it to the time that he gets tired though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Afro Avenger got nothing to do. He work at a community center. He off at 4:00. He got all day. Like so. Next.
Terrible. Next question. Okay.
Appreciate you,
find
Michael.
out that you are a fan of the USA Network shows. What network was Monk on?
USA. Don't you ever disrespect
USA
Monk like that again.
That's right. So if you
hold on. And Kyron, you from San Francisco. Don't you let him disrespect Adrian Monk like this again.
I am not from San Francisco. I'm from
Where
Sacramento.
You live?
Sacramento.
Okay, you just root for the 49ers.
It's like 4 hours away.
Right. Go ahead, Danny. I'm sorry.
Yes. So if you were in trouble and you had to have one of these two try to save you, who would you pick? Monk or Sean and Gus from Psych?
Oh my god, yo.
I don't know either of these shows.
Say
what?
Nope.
That okay, we'll get to that in a second. Sean and Gus, because if I'm in some mud, Monk ain't coming for me, man. If I'm in some mud or some dirt, he ain't coming for me, man. Sean and Gus at least gonna jump in there and come get me, man. Like I got, as much as I love Monk, I gotta go with Sean and Gus.
They gonna act crazy during it, but at least they'll jump in. If you got a piece of lint on your shoulder, you might be in trouble, buddy.
The only way I think Monk will save me if like my button is missing and he want to replace it. So outside of that, yeah, Sean and Gus is gonna save me, man.
Terrible. That's a good answer though. It's a good answer for sure. Okay. All right. Question number 3. I saw you posted a short video on your page a little while back about talent versus hard work and which one will get you farther. So tell us your views on talent versus hard work. Which one is better to have and why?
Ooh, as powerful as talent is, I think hard work is the more important thing because hard work leads into dedication. The one thing you will see in this community, especially the indie creators community, is that you have talented people who don't have dedication and hard work. They'll drop 1 or 2 books and fall off the map and you wonder what's going on. So I think hard work will play more of a role down the line for a long, illustrious career in this world we call independent comics. Thank you. Good night. Look at that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think so. I think the specific video I saw was they were saying that if you put out the work, if you do the work, you can build your audience faster than if you're just talented and not putting
Absolutely.
out the work. Um,
Absolutely.
but absolutely. All right. So question number 4, and this is where I'm going to try to get you canceled. Give me your most controversial take about the indie comics and the indie comics community.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. The indie comics community, their number one problem is ego. Everybody want ego. Everybody want to climb to the top of the mountain, but everybody don't want to hold hands. It's easy when you say you want to work with a group of people, but the moment you say you want to work with a group of people, your hard working baby that you probably been working on since elementary school is gonna have to take a back seat to somebody. Now, however, this is not everybody, but mostly people don't want to work together because they do not want their character to take a back seat to nobody else's. It's one of those unwritten rules they don't want to admit, but that is the God honest truth. So stop being the ego. That's what happened to Image.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's what happened to Image. They're still the third biggest comic company in the world.
That's what happened to the original 7, Kyron. Keep up with us.
They got paid at other places.
Bro. Todd got paid in other places.
And now
Jim Lee got paid.
Todd and Jim Lee is the only people that came out of that joint without shrapnel.
Now Robert Kirkman is running the thing, but he wasn't even there. I like that. And I'll say I've been guilty of that. I had a chance to join forces, I'd say, with another comic book creator, and that was one of my biggest concerns, is that the Ace Blade definitely was not going to be able to get the attention I think he deserved at that company. And
that's not what Morgan said. Morgan said you wanted to change his character's name to Ace Lumberblade, and he was like, "No, I ain't gonna do that."
Yeah, I could have gotten Morgan though. That's different. But no, I'll say I'm guilty of it for sure. But it's hard, that's a hard thing when you put all this time and effort into something. What's up, Daryl? And then you're like, okay, you got to take a back seat. So that is tough, but a good critique. I don't know if that'll get you canceled, but we'll see. Maybe this next one actually will get you canceled. Because I want to get, we do a show called Top 5 Live every Tuesday. Me, Morgan, and Javon Stokes. So I try to I have to promote the show, Kyron. I have to do it. It's in my contract.
I'm just saying, you're taking a long time to get it out. Come on. The man's busy. He got to go sell Afro Avenger number 11. He got to prep that. He taking up too much time.
So I try to get our guests on this show to do a top 5 list off the top of their head. And I want to know your top 5, because I know your number 1 is going to be the same as mine. But I want to know your top 5 breakfast cereals. Let's go.
Oh, shoot. Well, top 5. Well, number 1 is the 90s Bulls of cereal, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Toast Crunch, baby.
We can do that. Number 2, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ has his own cereal?
It'll probably taste holy.
Holy Flakes?
Yeah, Holy Flakes. 18 seconds. Okay.
Give me 4 more.
Fruit Loops. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Ooh.
Frosted Flakes.
Clutch.
Lucky Charms.
Oh man, that's terrible. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something you got to try. This is gonna sound crazy, but I heard Cam Newton did it, and I tried it, and I was like, "Yo, it's actually good." If you mix, what was the last one you said? Lucky Charms. Mix Lucky Charms with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It sounds weird, but try it one time.
This sound like you trying to have my toe fall off. I ain't.
You definitely gonna need some insulin afterwards.
Yes,
But
black
At
people
that point,
drink.
why don't you just put sugar in milk and just eat it
Yeah,
like that?
just drink it. Yeah. That got Big Mama pulling the blanket back and see the leg missing written all over it. Nah, I'm alright.
for sure,
Spoiler alert if y'all ain't never seen Soul Food.
we get it. We get it.
Yeah,
What are you doing, Kyron? What's up with the comment section?
Man,
Oh,
he
I'm
trying
bored.
new things. He trying new
I am.
things.
I'm trying to see because I had a comment off camera before that said they didn't know how many people were actually commenting because nobody can see the chat online. So I was like,
Well, if you on your social media platform and you got the comments wrong, you should probably be able to see it. Depends on where the comments come from. Go on Facebook. A
that's
lot
the
of them
problem. We got people on Twitch, we got people on YouTube, on Facebook, so they don't see everybody. I figured.
Y'all paying for Restream or y'all got the basic package?
Well, we're with the Agents of Geekdom Network, so
Yeah, so they take care of all the financials.
Yeah.
Well, Agents of Geekdom. I want to do a chat with chat podcast, so hook a brother up.
I heard Tuesdays are open on Ages of Geekdom because Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Oh no, wait, we got clapback at that point. So
that's right. They took that they took that
Yo, Lumberjack and Ace Blade just lost a match, I think this week. Tag team match.
They always be trying to beat our characters up, but that's all right.
No, they got beat up. They got smushed. Hey, y'all watch WrestleMania this weekend?
I haven't watched WrestleMania since WrestleMania 25. Sorry.
I'm watching on TikTok.
I couldn't even tell you a wrestler name on there except for Hoovertude. No, not Hoovertude. Rey Mysterio. Roman Reigns.
Hoovertude has not been WWE since the early 2000s.
Listen, bro.
All right.
Every time I turn on the TV and I see a wrestler, I'm like, who is that? That's my age show. Who is that? It's Cody and Roman.
Cody and Roman, main event right there. It should be Roman and Sami Zayn, but that's just another. That's my opinion.
Triple H. If one thing I have seen, it seemed like once Triple H kind of took over fully, he's been putting together some good work. So I will say that.
Yes.
Even though I haven't been keeping up, that's just my knowledge I learned on Twitter. Thank you.
All right.
I'd rather watch Stone Cold's podcast. He had a podcast, a show.
He does.
And and it's very good. So
called Broken Skull Sessions.
Yes.
But we on the Fourth Tales podcast today, so this is what we're gonna talk about today. I really like this mic, yo.
It's a nice mic, isn't it?
It's good.
Doing good, boy. Tell you.
All right. Well, that was. Wait, do we have quick takes sponsored by anybody?
Oh yeah, though. Do y'all want to hear my hot take about my casting, about the casting from Wonder Man?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yo, so the recent casting, I forget the guy's name, but y'all all kind of know his face. He got cast as like the villain, Deathstalker, whatever his name is, for the Wonder Man show, and he
was also in the Watchmen series.
Yeah, he was in the Watchmen series too. And
I can't pronounce his name.
Yaha Abdul Mateen.
Well, no, Yaya is playing Wonder Man.
Yeah.
But they casted another black guy. He has a familiar face. I just can't remember his name. I know I just sound so bad with that. But I think I could be wrong. I think they're gonna try to make Wonder Man like mad Luke Cage's, yo. Because like Luke Cage seemed like he not coming back with the resurgence. You got Daredevil coming back, Punisher coming back.
Yeah, he not coming back, dude.
Yeah, so I think it depends on the next casting. I think they're gonna turn like Wonder Man like mad Luke Cage's. Now he's gonna be like, for the streets. Like
Christmas.
Wonder Man is for the streets. Like he's gonna be like that. So
I hope not.
That's my hot take. I think they're gonna do that.
I don't really know much. I don't think I've read Wonder Man, so I couldn't tell you.
Only thing I know about Wonder Man, he wore sunglasses and he wore like this dope ass coat with the boots. I need
that coat though. That red coat. I need
that red coat.
Mm-hmm. Demetrius Gross. That's who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Demetrius Gross. But his face. You just
Yeah.
He just ain't been in nothing famous yet.
Yeah.
I really like this mic, man. This is dope. Like y'all be having podcast talks.
Mm-hmm. It be like that, man. It's addicting too. So when you start chats with Chap, you'll see.
I know. Never been a Wonder Man fan.
I don't think there ever has been a Wonder Man fan, honestly.
I don't think there's a person on Earth that would describe himself
as a Wonder Man.
I don't know though, because people would say the same thing about Mr. Terrific, and I'm definitely a Mr. Terrific fan. So,
well, I mean, you gotta think like
Overrated.
the same section of people that like Mr. Terrific, like Wonder Man. You got to explain Mr. Terrific to most people.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, yeah, unless you watch Arrow and you accept that bullshit. So like,
that's not.
I feel like the same people
not
that like
like
Mr. Terrific are the same people that would like Ace Blade, and that's just my thing.
I'll be damned. See,
I don't think so, to be honest with
see,
you. But
see,
I'll take
Danny,
it. I'll take it.
see, Danny, this is why we need to start our own show. You know what I'm saying? Black dudes against Kyron.
Danny don't have time to do another show. He got like 3 other.
Nah,
I barely got time to do the ones that I
listen, I'll get the basic restream package. We'll go for about 15 minutes of talking about why we don't like Kyron today. Right?
I can join that. I'll join that.
I can only do. Nah, Kyron's a man. I couldn't slander my guy Kyron like that. Kyron is.
Oh, I'm totally down to slander Kyron. I'm down for that. I know some tea about him.
Danny worked so hard that the last time I saw him streaming, he was streaming from his bed. I'm like, bruh, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I probably was, bro.
For real.
I'm trying to make it, bro. That grind is, they say, either grind or be grinded, or be ground. Grinded? Ground.
Nah, I don't want to be grinded. That sounds dangerous.
Grind or be ground.
Be grinded.
Brad says he'd like Mr. Terrific better if he got rid of the face paint mask thing.
That's what makes him terrific, Brad.
That's the only thing I like about it.
Gotta have the T on the face.
Gotta have the T on the face.
It does look weird, but
with the fair play coat, you gotta have a fair play coat, Mr. Terrific, with the T, with the flying spears, with the the remote gloves. Like, listen, I bet you Mr. Terrific was created by one of us. Brad had every issue.
He definitely would. It would be a little bit better though.
You're right.
All right, we gotta end the show, y'all. We gotta end the show because
we gotta end the show.
Yeah. I know you mentioned this earlier, Kevin, but where can people check out your work?
www.afroavenger.com. Check me out. Please purchase your Afro Avenger books and clothing. I have clothing, apparel, and I have tumblers. I have Afro Avenger socks. Also, purchase my new book that barely anybody bought, The Movement, at www.afroavenger.com. Please check it out. And if you don't check that out, please follow me on my social media at www.facebook.com/Afro Avenger, or my new name Instagram, Afro Avenger on Instagram, or Mr. Chap Daddy, because they won't let me change it on Twitter because there's a bunch of bullshit on Twitter.
Your Instagram is gone too.
It's Afro Avenger now. It's not Mr. Chap Daddy no more. Mr. Chap Daddy is gone. It's Afro
Avenger.
Avenger.
You paid that $5 a month to Elon. They let you change it.
Nah,
change your link. Change the link on your Facebook, because the link on your Facebook still says Chap Daddy.
Well, they won't let me change that on Facebook.
Guess who did buy the movement? We know.
Brad.
Yeah,
I know.
Brad did.
Brad bought all 5 covers. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate it, man.
Brad did. Hey, we appreciate it.
You helped me with my lunch that day, Brad. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
All right.
But definitely check me out, www.afroavenger.com. And if you want to see somebody who could beat Zob, you should check it out later this year, www.afro.
It's Saw.
All right.
Saw, at least say it right. At least say it correctly. It's Saw the Lightning Wielder.
Thank you, Danny. Danny, since Kevin decided to leave, where can people check out?
If you want to find me, you can find me at www.fourthwallpros.com. If you want to find me on social media, you can find me at the Ace Blade on all social media platforms. Quiet Storm.
Wait. I'm gonna leave it on.
Where can people find you?
If you want to check me out, I can't do it. We can't hear you, Kevin, because I got you muted, so we can't hear you. If you want to check out my work, you can go to TaurusComics.com. You can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Taurus Comics. If this is your first time checking out the Four Tales Podcast, you can go to our website, fourtalespodcast.com. You can go back, listen to our previous episodes. That is the number 4, TALES podcast.com. And next week, we are going to have creator Trez Brown on the show. He's going to be talking about his books. I think it's his first book he's releasing, so it's going to be fun. Kevin, we can't hear you anymore, which is good. Lou Rawls Impersonation Day. Wow. Maybe. Anyways, Thank you, everybody, for being on. Join us next week. Sayonara, goodbye.
Just still talking.
Yeah. And please take care of yourselves.
I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.